Hello, everybody. I just finished reading Homeland, the first book in the Legend of Drizzt Do'Urden, chronologically. Not the first book written. That was written in the Icewind Dale trilogy, which is right after the trilogy that this book starts with, which is the Dark Elf trilogy, by R.A. Salvatore. Also, check out that sweet cover art. Love it. Um, Anyways, yeah, I just want to do a short review. Spoiler free, so I'm going to talk around some stuff. Um, so it is just straight to the point, a really good book. Drizzt is an absolute just Chad, essentially. How it starts is it's essentially like it literally starts at the very beginning of his life, where he is born into the darkness of Drow society in the city of Menzoberranzan in the Underdark, which is a drow city where they go about their evil ways, backstab, sow chaos. But there's this like weird order that like you can basically do whatever you want as long as no one finds out. If they find out, then everyone will punish you because that's the way of their goddess, Lolth, who is their spider deity. Is just evil, chaos, and treachery and intrigue that kind of rules their society. And it's really interesting how Ari Salvatore explores the psychology of that. And it and it's so cool to be able to say that about something like D&D. All this based off of a tabletop role playing game, and it's just oh man, it's so interesting seeing the nuances in each individual character in this book as well. Because they're not all like mustache twisting villains, even though some are. But they're still like they're still villains. It's just there's a bit more nuance to their character than just being downright evil. But the society is still like pervaded by selfishness and cruelty and sadism, things like that. Drow essentially just mostly just like live for their own gain and abide by the tenets of Lolth. And the coolest thing is Ari Salvatore does not pull punches when it comes to exploring how evil the Drow actually are. You know, I've played a lot of D&D, and I know some, and there's nothing wrong with it. Some DMs just don't like to delve into that heavy of subject matter, because that's not what they're there for. I personally do like that because I feel like you can get some like just really emotional, intriguing stories and character motivations from it, and that's exactly what we get in this book. Um, and R.A. Salvatore writes about it simply yet elegantly. He doesn't have a ton of flourish in his writing, but like it's just a but it's really well structured and really well written, so it feels like you're reading uh like high art. I mean, in my opinion, like it you know high art. um it feels like you're reading it, which is cool. And he he'll have Dritz experiences these like really horrible things, and he comes to realizations and he learns, and he makes some extremely philosophical discoveries. And he'll apply those and become a more wise person. And like and then the next scene is like action, like he's like you know just just being a Chad Drow ranger, just messing things up. And you get action, you get character development, you get the exploration of drow psychology, evil, and the politics in their society. So yeah, you get a lot in a relatively short book, honestly. Let's see, it is, excuse me, is 333 pages, looks like. So not not super short, but in this, compared to like other longer novels like in the Wheel of Time or something, like it's short compared to that, but man, it packs a fucking punch. I think the only like it's not even a complaint. The only thing I think I would have preferred more is when the philosophical moments come by and stuff. Some of them, like it's like one sentence that Drizzt like realizes something, but then it's like gone in a flash because then like something else happens, and it's like I would really have enjoyed more. Like some of the best parts of the book are when Drizzt is like diving into himself and learn and realizing things as he experiences more things, and some more pontificating on those rather than being either another character taking attention away from that or something else happening that brushes that off. I mean, it doesn't brush it off. It's not bad to be like a blistering pace at some times when that happens. It's just I think that's a personal thing. I mean, it's that's such a nitpick though. The book's fantastic. So yeah, if you're a D&D fan, it's a must read. If you're a fantasy fan, I'd say it is also a must read. Because like you should be into D&D if you're a fantasy fan. No, no, but and if you even if you're not and you just want a good story, like you can't go wrong with it. So highly recommend you read it. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys later.